This is your Digital Marketing Toolkit.
Hi and welcome to the first episode in your Digital Marketing Toolkit, the show that brings the experts to you with practical tips and tools to help engage your market online. I'm Ben Amos from Engage Video Marketing, and we're here today for the first in our series on digital marketing productivity hacks with Luke Humble from Italic Creative. Hi Luke, thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
So Luke, we're both business owners and we both use digital marketing to help reach our audiences, which all business owners should be doing today. But by doing that, we understand there seems to be so many tasks that we have to do, whether that be managing social media or writing content or finding great content to share with our audience. And that takes a lot of our time.
Definitely.
And I guess for a lot of us, we're feeling a bit overwhelmed by that. And you would think that there was some way that we could get back some of our time. And you're here today to share with us your digital marketing productivity hacks to help us get back some of that time.
Absolutely. See, you've touched on a real key point here, is that there's a lot of us in business nowadays, both one-man bands and small businesses. So we really need to look at managing our time the best way we can. Now, you can get staff to do a lot of these hacks, which I'm actually going to be talking about throughout this series. But what I'm looking to do is actually be more efficient with the time, so you can use your staff to work on other projects, other concepts, and business development.
Fantastic. So the first series, the first episode today, you're going to share with us one of your favourite tools that help you be more productive in your digital marketing. So what's that tool? Tell us about it.
So this tool is a great way of scheduling recipes. When something happens here, follow it and copy it over to here.
So not cooking recipes.
No, not cooking recipes. It's the terminology this company uses, and the company's called If This Then That. So IFTTT.com. And what it allows you to do is connect to all the different digital services out there. So for example, if you've got a Twitter account or a Facebook account, you can set it so this system monitors your Twitter feed, and when you post something, it'll get a notification, it'll pull it through and then post it to Facebook for you. So that's something that a staff member would typically do. You know, they'd go on and they'd put an update on a press release or something that's happened with the company, and they go, Twitter, put it up there, Facebook, put it up there, LinkedIn, put it up there. This system connects them all.
So a lot of those, I suppose, social media or digital marketing everyday little tasks that you would do that would take up little bits of your time here and there, or little bits of your staff's time here and there, you can automate it all through If This Then That.
Well, definitely. It's only a little bit of time, but in actual fact, it disturbs you from carrying out bigger tasks. You have to stop, go there, remember the login details, go there. What did I post there? Copy paste. Well, it's not quite relevant, and change. So although it's a little task, suddenly it becomes this big thing when you've got lots of different locations to work with. And that's the great thing about what this system does, is it automates it, and you can set these recipes or rules to monitor for certain things, even hashtags. You know, you might want to make a statement that if you add a specific hashtag when you post to Twitter, it'll pull that through and post it to Facebook, but only if that hashtag exists. So instead of duplicating every single piece of content, which we know is not the best way to do, because each social network, for example, has different demographics, you can set these things up so you're not just blasting things out everywhere, which is the same.
Okay, that sounds like a really useful thing to get back some of our time.
Definitely.
Can you give us an actual practical example of maybe how you use If This Then That in your business?
Yeah, definitely. So one of the ways we use this is with Instagram, with Facebook, and with Dropbox. So this is one of our recipes. So when we post something to our to our Instagram account, it will then pull that through and add it to an album on Facebook, but it'll also save it to Dropbox. So we have the original file, which we can then use in our marketing elsewhere. So it's a great recipe to pull that through. Now, if you know Instagram, you can't just save what you've actually posted on there. It does keep it to your phone's gallery, but it then means you need to go onto the gallery, you need to then try and email it to yourself, and then when you email it to yourself, you need to save it somewhere. Well, we've automated that process.
That's really cool. I think I'm actually going to steal that for my business. So maybe I can borrow that recipe from you?
Of course, definitely. And there's quite a few recipes actually on there. There's this
cool.
catalogue or book of recipes that have been created not just by the company, but also by people like myself and yourself. So you don't have to I suppose, start with a blank canvas if you don't want to. You can trawl through and go, well, what do I want to automate in my business? And do a search, and there'll be recipes already there to use.
So imagine if we're just new to if this then that, then that's the first place to start, is to have a look at some of the recipes that are already there.
But at the same time, look at what the pains are in your business, and you can build a custom recipe around those pains.
Yeah, cool. Sounds like a really practical tool that I think we all should be using now. So we can implement that today. So before we go though, can you tell us how much is If This Then That?
Well, you'd expect it to be a chargeable service, especially with the amount of automation it can do, but it's actually free.
Free?
Yep.
Well, that's awesome, Luke. Thanks for sharing If This Then That with us. That's definitely something that we can implement in our business today to be more productive with our digital marketing. So that's it for this episode, and for the first in our series on digital marketing productivity hacks with Luke Humble from Italic Creative. And for more on this series and to download the worksheets and resources for this episode, you can head to vlogpod.com.au/DMT. And we'd love to get your feedback. So leave a comment or use the hashtag DM Toolkit on social media, and we'll be sure to get back to you. So until next time, I'm Ben Amos from Engage Video Marketing, and we'll see you in the next episode.